The MoneroTopia weekly news segment is sponsored by WizardSwap.io, a non-custodial cryptocurrency exchange.
Hello, Toady.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
How's it going?
Good, pretty good. How was your traveling? You traveled quite a bit.
Yeah, it was good. It went pretty well. Yeah, it's a long one.
I know. If I can disclose at least the continent, like you were in Asia.
No, yeah, I went to Hong Kong.
Yeah. Wow. How was it? Was it your first time?
Yeah, I've never been to Asia at all before. It's very cool. It's a very cool place.
Must have been like a huge culture shock.
Yeah, to a degree. It's a very dense place. So they don't have as many people as like Mexico City. I think it's like around 8 million people, but it's very dense. So it's a lot of people in a relatively small area, but it's very beautiful. The topology is pretty insane because the city's basically built in the mountains and around the mountains. Very beautiful place. So much to do. You could spend a lot of time there, and they have, lots of hikes and trails, and they have like a Disneyland and stuff like that. So
that's really cool. Now, the most important question: did you stick a Monero sticker on the ball?
So here's the thing. So that place in particular, and I guess this is the thing with a lot of countries in Asia as well, probably Japan. They're very, very, very strict in the city on littering, and I did not see any poll. Like maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough, but I did not really see any poll that had like a prominent amount of stickers on them or posters or anything like that. Because normally if I'm going to do that, I'm going to find one, that has like 100 stickers on it already. Did not see that. And there's signs everywhere that say like a minimum 3,000 HKD fine for littering, which I think is 600 US. So they're very strict on like, not putting stuff anywhere, not littering, no stickers on poles, anything like that, I'm assuming. And it's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go to this country and then start putting stickers on poles that have nothing on them, So otherwise I would have gladly done that. So
I know, like in Singapore, I think if you just like throw gum on the floor or something, you can get some really bad consequences. I think you get the death penalty if you just smoke weed. So you got to be careful. Yeah.
Well, the place is is very, very clean because of that. It's rustic, but it's very clean as well. So
yeah, that's cool, man. I'm happy for you that you get to travel and experience all these different places.
Yeah, there was a couple people that came to our booth that used us. They were like OGs. They used Cake Wallet years ago for Monero, so that was always cool to see.
Did you maybe notice, like, I don't know, I mean, it's like crypto usage at least? I'm not gonna say Monero because that's pretty niche, but at least, I don't know, some crypto place, shop, I don't know.
I didn't really see any place in particular that like took cryptocurrency directly. Apparently there's several places throughout the city you can go to where you can just deposit crypto and get cash. I didn't run into any of those places, but I heard from the locals that that's a thing. But didn't really see any places that I to be fair, I didn't really go to my way to try and find one. But I didn't see any places in particular that would take crypto directly. Everyone pretty much just uses the tap to pay for everything there. So
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Roy asks, where was the place in Asia you went?
Oh yeah, Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, yeah.
It was for Bitcoin Asia, which is the organizers that do the Bitcoin conferences. They had one in Asia every year, and this time I think it's usually in Hong Kong, but yeah, it was pretty big. Not as big as the other ones in Europe and then in the US, but it was still reasonably large. It had like 10,000 attendees, I'm guessing, at roughly. So
that's big.
Yep, CZ was there. Michael Saylor was not.
Huh. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so I guess we can get into the news now. We don't have like crazy amount, but still like very good stuff to talk about. So guys, I'm watching the YouTube comments as well. If you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, or any input or something, I'm watching that too. But the first thing, just a little bit. I mean, they already talked about XMR Bazaar, but just a reminder that go on XMR Bazaar, where you live, and then just look what's around. Maybe you can use your Monero to purchase something, or maybe you can offer a service, or something that you're talented at, and put it on XMR Bazaar. I know this is new, the XMR cards, because I saw it on Reddit, and I have that post too. So somebody made a website, xmr.cards, and you buy gift cards with Monero, no KYC, and it's store based. So actually, I just found it now because I just saw the Reddit post. But let's go on. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the Reddit post, and then they say we offer gift cards for 2,000 brands, 60 plus countries. We don't require KYC and support Tor for maximum anonymity. And yeah, so this is new. Let's look at the website a bit, xmr.cards. So shop with Monero for daily needs, leave no traces. And then you have all these gift cards, and then it's by categories: fashion, gaming. Actually, let's go to gaming. Let's see. Okay, you can get Barnes and Nobles, you can get Blizzard, Candy Crush, GameStop, League of Legends. All right, okay, that's cool. Steam, there we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Steam. So you can get quite a bit, and it's nice to see competition. You can use Cake as well to get your gift cards, but you have competition, and that's good. It's new, so I guess be mindful, but it's nice to see competition. And they put on the bottom Monero everywhere, all in for the culture. And actually, talking about traveling in countries, so if you guys know GeoGuessr, I actually got dueled against somebody with Monero in their name. So that was pretty cool. I hope that it's because of the currency. Must be. But, I happily let them beat me if it happened. Now, a couple meetups. This one is in Portugal, Azores meetup, sponsored by fixedfloat.com, organized by Orange Friend. So with the help of FixedFloat, orangefriend.com, the no KYC swapper directory is organizing a meetup in Ponta Delgada, Azores, Portugal, in exactly 1 week on the 30th of September. And then you have the details here of, I guess it's a coffee place, and then when, and the venues. So if you're in Portugal, or if you're around and you want to go, then check out this link on Reddit. And then if you are in Nashville, Tennessee, there's a Monero privacy meetup, September 20th. Web Wipe is hosting another privacy pop-up event, this time in Nashville, Tennessee, on September 20th, Saturday. And then they'll have presentations on some of these topics and discuss others, such as Eigen Wallet demo, Edge Wallet, RetroSwap demo, Goopbox, Orange Friend demo, Ashigaru presentation with Dojo Pay demo, Kick Wallet presentation, a Names Mixnet, XMR Bazaar demo, BISC, passphrases. It's a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool, actually. I wish I was close. So if you're close to Nashville, Tennessee, make sure you check out this event as well. And then maybe start one in your place and try to get people. That'll be cool too. You can meet, make some friends and talk about Monero and make it grow. XMR cards we already talked about. Now, this one too, I thought it was interesting. I didn't know that Bitcoin Cash is a bank run, but somebody wrote on Monero subreddit that on Bitcoin Cash, we have something called BCH Bank Run, where we take the money off exchanges regularly. I heard Monero has something similar, synchronizing our bank runs. We could multiply the outcome. So I guess for them, it's more like a regular thing. So this guy said, so guys, I've heard you also do bank runs on Monero, where you encourage every user to take money off exchange in order to increase price pressure, decrease market manipulation, and make the money more peer-to-peer. And they've been doing it for quite some time. So he wants to kind of synchronize it. And then, it's always a good time to take your money off exchanges. And then Monero Fox in the comment section, outlined that we do have a Monero run. It's every year on April 18th. That's where, if you have stuff in any centralized exchange, that's when everybody just takes it away and runs with it. But just as a reminder, if you're maybe new to this and you have not just Monero, any crypto in a centralized exchange, just take it out. because they can shut down your withdrawal. They can do so many things. Just take it out. If you want to use Kraken or whatever, CX to purchase your Monero, cool. But just like Shortwave said, just get in and just get out, right? Now, somebody said, how cool would it be if the phone supported solo mining? Can we design and support mobile phone solo mining? Not everyone has a computer, but almost everyone has a mobile phone. Occupying the mobile terminal is the future. And the first thing that will come to all our minds, and it's the first comment too, is that, the heat that you're going to generate from mining, you're going to have some battery problems with your phone pretty soon. So yeah, people said it's a terrible idea. I guess if you have a phone just dedicated for this, but then if you can afford that, then maybe you can get some cheap.
Yeah, the only way it'd be reasonable is if we did like 5% of the phones like available CPU, and then at that point, like the hash rate's going to be so little. Even if you'd have like 10,000 phones that are doing it, I don't think it's going to make a like remotely reasonable dent. So
yeah, this guy's saying, I know what I'm talking about. Fierce guy, I mined a South Korean cryptocurrency that could only be mined on a smartphone. I had a farm of hundreds of old smartphones running 24/7. Damn, who is this guy? Okay, that's crazy. if that's true. Okay, so now let's get into, let's see. Yeah, let's talk about the World Liberty Financials. I can't believe that even him making his own coin was legal and okay, like Trump, and then it went up, and then actually, what's he doing right now? Let's take a look at his coin. I think it's this one. Let's see. Give me 1 second. No, Trump. I'm gonna share the tab. I'm curious what's the price. Yeah, this is the official one. It looks like it. Oh, it's $8. Okay. And I think it was like all the way to 70 something. Oh, why can't I go more? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it used to be like 70 something. It's crazy that this was okay. But anyway, so this one is from Justin Sun. So he says his World Liberty Financials tokens were unreasonably frozen. It's kind of funny. Come on. But he wrote on X, on Twitter, to the World Liberty Financials team and the global community. As one of the early major investors in WLF, I have contributed not only capital, but also my trust and support for the future of this project. My goal has always been to grow alongside the team and community and to jointly build a strong and healthy WLF ecosystem. However, my tokens were frozen. As one of the early investors, I joined together with everyone we bought in the same way, and we all deserve the same rights. I love and respect every member of this community. Tokens are sacred and non-violable. They should be the most basic value of any blockchain. Well, if you're looking for all of that, you should look into Monero. It's also what makes us stronger and more fair than traditional finance. Well, most cryptos are not fair. But I call on the team to respect these principles, unlock my tokens, and let's move forward together toward the success of WLF. I believe that a truly great financial brand must be built on fairness, transparency, and trust. Well, I think you just lost trust right there. If they can do that, they can just do it again. And if they've done it once, that's pretty bad. But it's funny. Jesus, it's just ridiculous. The World Liberty Financial, saving the world, right? Yeah, they're not interested in that. Just like Bitcoin. I guess I'll show you guys this picture now. Fuck the banks, Monero, secure, private, untraceable. It's more like a fuck you to not just the banks, but the whole system that is trying to steal your privacy and put 1984 on just steroids, just crazy steroids. If George Orwell knew about AI, that book would be a much scarier. But right, so with Monero, nobody can freeze your account, right? You can't freeze. The CEO can't come and freeze it. Nobody can stop your transaction. Nobody can peer into your balance. It's money that respects the individual, not the institution. Fiat is permissioned money. Monero is sovereign money. Choose privacy, choose freedom, and choose Monero. And this gives obviously a lot of freedom to benevolent and criminals, of course. But just because of some criminals doesn't mean that we need to undermine our privacy, and we need privacy. And then we got to focus on, education and economy, so we have less criminals. That's the solution, not just KYCing and asking for people's personal things. But of course, that's an easy solution. Like in Europe, we talked about it. They want to basically look on your WhatsApp, decrypt your WhatsApp and your Signal, and look into your messages to find sex trafficking. Sounds good, but that's not the solution. That's not the way to go. And I hope it didn't pass. I hope it's not going to pass. I guess we'll talk about it once we know more on it. Now, this one is from Monero Bull. He said, "Stay the fuck away from Open Monero. The admin runs slander campaigns against his decentralized fast competition and presents his centralized site, which lost user deposits to hackers, as way more secure than it is. He also uses bots to manipulate you. Don't fall for it. This is bad actor playbook. This is not like the beloved local Monero. Even if they stole its looks, they did steal its looks. And that's sad, man. Local Monero, that was great. Vote manipulation, fake comments on Reddit and even Monero.town, the audacity, fake listings, the boot perceived activity, fake threads on Twitter by sock puppets." And then, so somebody said, so then what other platforms do you recommend for peer-to-peer trading? Havino, MoneroTopia, if you really have to use a website, although you should really get a cheap mini PC to run Havino if you don't have a PC. Nonce app. There's also a Havino Android app in the works, which should release soon. And they are listed as a scam on Monerica. And by the way, Monerica is a really cool website. So you go on monerica.com, and you have just so many Monero-friendly. You can do on the business category. You can go on the communities, education, jobs, freelancers. So let's go on freelancers. There we go. So you have some designers, a privacy and security consultants, software developers, a lot of stuff. Nonprofits, VPNs, if you're looking into VPN, take Monero. Wallets, web hosting, exchanges. Let's go on community. Yeah, it's a lot of communities. And per country too. There we go. Brazil, Germany, Israel. You have a lot of good stuff on Monero, so check it out. It's pretty cool. It's been around for quite some time too. Okay, now a bit of Cubic or Bybic, because the price is kind of collapsing. And then Orange Friend posted their AI can't add 1+1 and just responds with a single dot to most questions. So much for beating Monero. People ask what's 1+1, and it responded with 114, or a dot, or it's just some bad calculations. And then Tux also posted an oops with their price chart, which is just going down and down. So there we go, a bit of Cubic, maybe Bybic. Okay, and let's see. I have a couple, let's watch this. I have a couple things on Trump. Okay. This one, we had the big tech meeting where all the techs, got at the table. Mark Zuckerberg, I think her name's Lisa, CEO of AMD, Bill Gates, Tim Cook from Apple, just everybody. Elon Musk wasn't there. But yeah, everybody was there. And Tim Cook's response was kind of funny because everybody was saying, thank you for inviting us. And then Tim Cook just kind of, I remember him kind of pausing and say, thank you, Mr. President, for everything. Yeah, Apple got pretty hit with these things. But so this one It's posted on Twitter by Hustle, bitch. It's all up. Zuck gets caught on hot mic, and then Trump asked him about some investments, and he gave some investment number. He just pulled it out of nowhere, and at the end you can see what he says after. So let's watch this.
How much are you spending, would you say, over the next few years?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I think it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, at least $600 billion through 28 in the U.S. Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, it's significant.
That's a lot. Thank you, Mark. It's great to have you.
Sorry, I wasn't ready to do it for announcement.
He said I wasn't
sure what number you wanted to go with.
He said, so he gave a number, and then if you didn't hear at the end, he said, I wasn't sure what number to go with. So just gave you some. Okay, so we have that, and we have 2 more.
Zuckerberg is based in Red Pill, guys. Don't you know?
It's crazy. I don't want to divide, if you like Trump or not, but whatever person you vote for, if they don't just scream on the mic about things like, privacy, like trying to really, really push privacy, everybody have privacy, and then really, really push education. That's very, very important for us to, live a good life. And yeah, stuff like that, or even food, let's eat better, because so many chemicals in the US, and I guess they kind of worked on it, but really go on it, I don't really trust the person. These things are just important, right? Your education, what you put in your body, and your privacy, and other things. But yeah. And then if he was legit, if he was OG, he would have said, we don't really need to make this world liberty stuff. Just go get Monero. But they can't do that. Okay. 2 more on this. This is more Epstein stuff. This one is from Tux. It's from you. If you sincerely believe that Donald Trump, who's been lying through his teeth about the files, his own briefing on them, and his own involvement was just an FBI informant to take Epstein down, you're literally capital. Oh, this. Oh, shit. Okay, let's watch it.
I know, I'm such an asshole.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago. And he's not saying that what...
We got Raphael, LOL. Yeah. Bunch of LOLs.
It's crazy how, it's just unbelievable. I don't know how anyone can genuinely fall for this. Suddenly now, it's just like constantly changing the narrative slightly to match up with what people are finding out to be true. To always paint Trump as this, savior of the situation, as always.
You know what's interesting now, and I've heard like even friends or people that I know, but also like online, he should just keep running year and year and year, and he should be in like just forever, like a dictator. And they even use the word. It's crazy.
I think in this story, what's happening here is a tacit admission. They're like, oh, well, he must be in the file. There would be no reason to do this kind of stunt if Trump wasn't clearly in the file. So now they need to find a way to explain it away. It's an admission.
Yeah, it's like it's too late. Everyone knows the jig is up. Now they have to continue adding more to it, making it a Democrat hoax, make it, he is in there, but he was actually in there for a good reason. All this shit.
Yeah, if he had actually been an FBI informant, they would have gone with that angle a long time ago, but they're finding out they probably thought stupidly that they could cover for this and pretend that, make up some other stuff. And, they probably thought they could evade and distract. And now they're like, well, shit, we have to come up with, they probably had it on the list, just in case. But I mean, it's clearly an admission here. Well,
they better talk to each other and say, what each person said, because, you can get lost in your lies eventually. Like, what if the FBI informant? I don't know about this, but he's not on it, man. Yeah. And This one, Epstein Maxwell survivors asked about connections to Les Wexner, Epstein's alleged financier. Okay. Sorry, guys, if we bore you with this, but it's yeah.
Do any of today's survivors speaking? Did anybody here ever have any connection or interaction with Epstein's alleged financier, Leslie Wexner?
Nope.
You want to address
Well,
that?
I just want to say one thing that's very clear when people say, please share names. There are names that are very well known, like that of Les Wexner, who everyone knows supplied an enormous amount of Epstein's, financial wealth and allowed this operation to happen. So it's, I think, confusing to many of us why there have not been more ramifications for him, and he's been seen as a victim when clearly, I believe there's more to it.
Right here, please.
There we go. All right. So we'll include some politics. We kind of have to, right? Because that's what we were going against. You gotta show a bit of clownness, right? So I guess we do a pretty good mix of Monero stuff and then a bit of politics. But yeah, I'm also very curious to cover when Europe is gonna finally decide on whether they want to crack down on WhatsApp and all these things to protect against sex trafficking. I'm curious of what solution they're gonna find to that, and if they're gonna do that or find some obviously better solution. But then I have this one from Doug. Monero has two main options: come from beyond poster on X, switch to POS, and enjoy price rise because stakers will be accumulating coins to earn more and they won't need to cover burned electricity. Two, keep proof of work or switch to hybrid and experience this every single day. And then we have a fill price and a price over here.
I feel like this really starts to potentially paint some color into the picture of why they are air quote attacking Monero, but then also lying about it to make it look like they destroyed the security and all this stuff. He really seems interested in pushing proof of stake onto Monero recently for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that was it for this week, guys. Again, if you ever have anything to say in the chat or any links that we want to cover live, I take a look
You
too.
get one interesting news 2 tip 3 cents. What are the social implications of this clip from Amir? I cannot copy that directly, so let me go to the XMR chat website. Then I can copy it. Let's see. So Amir Taki said, how much mushrooms do I gotta take to summon Bahamut? I'm on the 7th iteration. It feels close. Could not really tell you on the social implications of this because I have never done mushrooms myself. Thanks so much, Tony. As always, looks like Doug is AFK at this very moment. So anything anyone else wants to bring up? Tony, Body, anything that we should look at?
Let me see.
I don't think I missed any.
I don't have anything. You guys want to cover something? You can post it in the chat and we can take a look.
It's a quiet day. I think I have something I might want to bring up here if I can find it. All my links are not very organized at all. I can't find it.
I'm back in the driver's seat.
Actually, I do have something too.
I'm not good at stalling. Oh, Tony has something now.
Actually, yeah, no, because it's kind of this is kind of cool. Yeah, so let's just go over that over quick, and then because I just saw it online. I saw it as an ad on Instagram. So it's called, let's see, I think they have a website too. Okay. So this thing is called Monet, and it's a European social media, which I found interesting. And essentially it's built for privacy. They really, talked a lot about privacy, how important that is, and then about the algorithm, and stuff like that. So they don't have much information about it. That's why I can't give you too much on it yet. But I think they're launching this month. So eventually, once we have more on this, then we can cover it and I guess see how the privacy and stuff like that. But it's like if like on social media, you get one post, like on Instagram, you get one post from your friend, and then one is an ad, one is from somebody else, and the algorithm is just horrible. You get so much dumb stuff. No matter how much you try to retrain it, it's crazy. It's stupid. But I guess like on this thing, you can select how much you want to see just from your circle and how much you want to allow it to see from the outside world in your feed. So I think you can make it so that you can only see your friends and that's it.
So you can curate your own echo chamber.
Right, which is cool. But man, it's
got
crazy.
some thunder going on.
Oh, you heard that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna rain soon. But yeah, so I forgot what country made this, but yeah, so once we have more detail about the privacy and the chat system and all of that, and hopefully it's pretty good and secure, we'll cover it more. But I thought this was pretty cool. So I'm curious. And you can join the waitlist, by the way. So you go on monnet.social and you can join the waitlist, which actually I'll do after this. And yeah. So now we're good.